Hello there guys, we are here for the qualifying session, I guess you could say. This is new. You got 20 minutes to show off your muscle here at Mosport. Okay, so Osinogo in the 36 car did not finish well at Daytona, finishing 38th, and we're using the top 35 rule, meaning that with he finishing 38th after the first race, he will be having to go. He would be a go or go homer for this race. As he gets ready to take the green here, he will be your first car to start off practice here. Well, this is qualifying, but it's practice too. So it's just 15 guys going for 7 spots for this race. Sky Commons also barely making the race at Daytona, but he did not finish well. He finished 41st, the exact same place he started in that race. Rob Houston, I think I'm saying that right, still don't know how to pronounce his name really. 37th at Daytona, making him ineligible to be locked in for this race. See if that 93 team can race that car into the field. Brandon McGort did not even take to the tracks because he was the Sony Cup Series officials saw his car illegal and not able to drive that car out at Daytona, so he did not get to race there. So that makes him a qualifier here today. 50 guys in the Sony Cup Series. Brandon McGort back from Season 2. Steven Flores, or I called him Steven Flores, but now that I have gotten notification, it's called Steven Flores. And he's going to try and get himself into the field as he did not make the Daytona 500. Charles Sandfer was actually surprised. Last season he won. He didn't win a race. He was actually really good until the middle part of the season where he started falling back and did not become a championship contender from there on. Trying to get that car in. Ian Peterson, so close to being in the locked in. He was 35th on the racetrack. He was 35th at Daytona out of the race until Sean Galligan in the middle of the race decided to come back on the racetrack, and that bumped him from 35th to 36th, making Ian Peterson ineligible to be locked in. Michael Walton did not make the 500. He is right now running on the racetrack now, started his lap. Jeffrey Lynn also did not make the 500, which was a big surprise for some people, as he won in Zenjoltis and a race back in Season 2 at Bristol. Ogo, right now first to take to the racetrack. He is right now first on the racetrack, but Nick Mace is right behind him, just pulling out of the pits. Nick Mace did not make the 500. Really big surprise that this 48 car did not make the Daytona 500, as he ran the 500 with a special paint scheme back from 2001, moving to a upgraded paint scheme from the blue and silver car. But he's going to go to the inside of Ogo. I don't know if you want to race people in practice or qualifying, whatever this is going to call it, qualifying session. That'll probably slow you down. Behind them is Chris Summers. He did not make the 500. He raced all in Season 1, was a championship contender in Season 1. People expected him to be good at Daytona, but he did not make the race. That's Calvin Malone in the 4 car. Malone finished 39th in the 500, wrecking out in that race. Commons is 5th right now. You got to be 7th or higher to get into the race. Hold up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7. I counted on my fingers there. That's how many spots are taken up there. Comments, let's see how he rolls across the line. 8th on the racetrack. Well, he moves his way up to 5th now after that second lap, making him back in the hunt to get in this race here. Rob Houston needs to pick it up. He's on the bubble spot right there in 7th position there. Brandon McGort's got to pick it up and see where he goes here. From 11th to 4th, that moves his car into the field. And Rob Houston back out of the race with that run from Brandon McGort. Noah Hart's got to pick it up if he wants to race his first race of the season, as he did not make the 500. Pretty shocking from one of the past winners in the Sony Cup Series that he did not make the race. Steven Flores. Steven Flores. I don't know why I want to say Steven. Steven Flores. Alright, I think I got that in my head now. Right now runs third. Right now able to be in the race as it runs right now, as we got only about close to 4 minutes left in this practice session. As this track takes a long time to get around, it takes about a minute, so if you want to change your car, you gotta hurry up and get it done quick, as you only got 10 minutes to get your stuff in. Ron Vajar Jr. really has to pick it up. Finished last at Daytona, and he's right now 42nd in points with only 1 point. He's really got to pick up something here with Steven Flores right there in front of him. This probably may slow him down. Charles Sandfer, another guy that's got to pick it up if he wants to make the race, right now runs in 11th. With only close to about 3 minutes left in the practice session, a lot of guys like Ian Peterson's got to pick it up or something if they want to make it in the race. Michael Walton right now in that next position. He needs to gain one more spot to get into the race. Jeffrey Lynn has that last spot right now, 7th. Well, no, someone passed him on the racetrack. Who was that? I think, no, it wasn't him. It was Ron Vajar Jr. in the 32, jumping his way up into the top 7. Getting help from the 55, and, ooh, really close there. The 55 pushing him around the racetrack there. But one thing to note out here, if you do, look at this right here, the close hard racing there. Brandon McWhort has that last spot, but if someone passes him, he will be ineligible to race for Motorsport for race number 2. Trying to make his return back to the Sony Cup Series, as he raced the 30 in the Season 2, then switched over to the 54, and he won at 2 races in Season 2 in the 54. Trying to move his way into the top 5 all-time win list by winning here today if he can get himself into the race. As he got bumped down to 8th, someone got up there. It wasn't Rob Houston, he's got to pick it up. Sky Commons, I don't know if he was the one that got bumped or not, but he's right now sits on 7th. Malone still outside. Mace right now in 3rd with a position to get into the Motorsport race. Summers right now the quickest of them all in the 91 Dodge. And Ogo also running there in 4th. Let's check right here. Summers right now. It's Summers, Vajar Jr., Mace, Ogo, Flores, Sanford, and a Hart with that last position. Commons has got to pick it up. He's just about 400ths of a second behind Noah Hart. If he can pick up 400ths, he'll be in the race. Hard racing from all these guys right there. Just trying to get some of them trying to get a good tune for later for the race. Some of them just trying to find some speed. Like Ian Peterson in the 26 car, he's really got to pick it up if he wants to make this race. And with 1 minute remaining, he's got one more shot. I'm fixing to take a look here. Walton in the 97. He's got to pick up 2nd to last on the racetrack. He's never really had any luck in the Sony Cup Series with any car, really. And someone just moved around. Rob Houston just moved his way up to 8th position in that 93 car, but he's got to pick up more speed. McWhort 11th on the racetrack. As he pulls in the pits, he may not even make his first race here today. He's going to have to wait. Let's see. There was no rookies that missed the race. Well, Steven Flores was the only rookie that failed to qualify for the 500 for their first race. He right now runs 3rd on the racetrack, and right now practice is a close, and they're on standby, so this is their last attempt to get into the race. Let's see here from these guys. Michael Walton is not gonna make race number 2. Walton will not make his first attempt in Season 5. Lynn, where's he at? Lynn will not make the race. Mace will. Ogo will. Summers will. See here, Calvin Malone, he's got to pick it up. Will he pick it up into the top 7? Did he do it? No, not quite for Calvin Malone. Malone will not make the race. Commons has got to pick it up if he wants to make the race here. Will he do it? No. What about Rob Houston? No. None of them will make. And Rob Houston or them will not make the race. Noah Hart in the 28 car. He sits right now 7th on the board, so he is in no matter what as he runs right now. And he crosses the start-finish line now. Here comes Ron Vizar Jr. and the 55 to complete their last lap. But they're in the race. Ian Peterson is your last guy. Will he pick it up? He's got to pick up a lot of ground if he wants to make this race. 4 tenths if he wants to make the race for that 26 Kmart Ford. Ian Peterson, just a rookie. He made Daytona. Will he make it here today? No. Ian Peterson will not make race number 2. Well, Ron Vizar Jr., Chris Summers, Stephen Flores, Nick Mace, Austin Ogo, Charles Sandfer, and Noah Hart will make the race here today. And Rob Houston, Jeffrey Lynn, Sky Commons, Brandon McGort, Calvin Malone, Michael Walton, and Ian Peterson will not make the race.